Welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the Smith Station Coaches Show, but in a new place, Slim Chickens. That is going to be the home for all Smith Station games on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It is going to be the Smith Station Game of the Week. It's presented by Slim Chickens. Same with Russell County, but we are excited about having Smith Station here tonight. We got Athletic Director Brian Eason. He's going to be breaking news. We got new head coach softball coaches, Tyler Dow and Casey Dow. We'll have on new assistant athletic director and girls wrestling coach, Jenny Sanders. We'll have on the cheerleading coach, Coach Copeland. And we'll have on the football coach, Blair Harrison, along with his assistant coaches. It's a Smith Station takeover here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We can't wait to talk to all the coaches. And we've had a great, fun year one in our partnership with Smith Station. We're looking forward to many more years. And it all started with Brian Eason. But thank you again to Austin Thomas and Slim Chickens for being a part of Smith Station Athletics on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We got these chili Thai wings. We got chicken fingers. It's 3 for $3. You see the fries. You get the toast, honey mustard, obviously. But let me tell you what the biggest seller is right here. It is strawberry cheesecake in a jar, in a mason jar. They got key lime pie. They got cheesecake. They got so many banana pudding that you can pick from. They got a ton of these right here. It's one of their best sellers. It's one of the best desserts I've ever tried at any of these restaurants. Come to Slim Chickens here in Phoenix City. They're expanding. They're hoping to get coming in to Columbus. But right now, the only location right here in Phoenix City. We're going to take a break. When we come back from break, I'm bringing the head man of Smith Station Athletics on, the AD, Brian Eason, here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Listen up. This isn't some fast food nonsense. Our kitchen runs full tilt because shortcuts, not our thing. Those jar desserts, made by hand. Our Cayenne Ranch doesn't make itself. Our tenders are real tenderloin. Not like the other guys. Nope. We put the work in early. We brine. We buttermilk. We hand bread. Our cooked-to-order tenderloins rule the roost. It's real. Handmade.
Trucks and more trucks. Check them all out at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Truck Month means huge selection and savings on all GMC 1500s and 2500 HDs. Just look at the selection with great finance rates from 2.9%. Plus giant discounts on GMC Canyon Elevation, AT4s, and Denali's.
We've got your new ride ready to roll here at Glenn Smith.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Perdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
To get your case started, do yourself a favor and visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. 24/7, nights and weekends, 365 days a year, and we only collect if you get paid.
just hit my funny bone as soon as we come back from break, and it ain't funny. And it ain't funny right now, but you know why I'm smiling is because Slim Chickens is now the home for Smith Station Athletics on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and I'm with the man, the myth, the legend. One of the big reasons why we're even covering Smith Station Athletics the way we do, Brian Eason. Brian, thanks so much for joining us.
Man, it's good to see you. It's been a great year. Getting ready now, ready starting up for the next one, right?
Yeah, man. Year number 1 and under the Brian Eason era is in the books. Let's kind of start there. How do you think year 1 went, and how far? It looks like you're super excited, already working towards year 2.
Man, it went good. It's not Brian Eason year; it's Smith Station Athletics year. We came in just with a vision from the top down of what we wanted to do, and there's been a large change from personnel, coaches, and when I first got here, between hiring coaches and community, we hired 24 people, and then since then, going into this next year, we've already started the process. We're at 9 now, so we've added 9 more people to it, and we're just going to keep adding and keep adding.
Well, let's talk about some of those new additions. First, we'll start with your assistant AD, who will be coming on here in just a moment. Very successful wrestling coach. You're bringing on Jenny Sanders now in full-time capacity. What's the thought behind that?
Well, one thing that when you listen to our board talk, you listen to our central office, our administration, we want Smith Station people. And when you think Smith Station, Jenny Sanders' name circles around it. She eats, sleeps, drinks, and breathes that place. Down in the junior high, she walks around. It's like watching the President of the United States walk around. Everybody's running to her, wanting to see her. She wants to help out. You turn around, she's there, she's here, she's everywhere. And of course, the wrestling program she started 2 years ago. You're talking about a top 4 in the state right now already, with, by the way, returning everybody next year. A little sneak peek for next year. So, and it's a person that's energy is unbelievable. So for this to happen, it was the right fit for us, and she's going to do a great job. And I always tell them her job is to let me know everything, and my phone rings with Jenny Sanders information at least every hour. So I know everything's going on, and she's done already an amazing job, and I'm really looking forward to see what she does for the junior.
Next, let's first start with softball. I know the news has been out the last couple weeks, and we'll talk about the what's happening next with the program. But first, start with that. I'm going to let you kind of give your spiel. I know a lot of news and outlets have put a lot of information out there about what happened with Smith Station softball this past year, but I'm going to let you kind of talk about it, and then we'll move forward to what's the future going to look like.
The most important thing is our girls in the area tournament beat Auburn 3-1 without any of these clerical issues being the cause of it. I personally, Smith Station will never, ever make that taken away from those senior girls. They won that game straight, fair, and square. Was there a clerical issue? Yes, there was with game plays, which is controversial if you look at NFHS compared to Alabama High School Rules Association rules. For some reason, participation in play, there's a confusion in that, so there's an issue there. Was there a mistake? Yes, it was a legit accident that I know our coach full-heartedly did not mean to do, and it truly was. But again, it had no impact on the game. We were called and contacted by Auburn's administration, basically saying that this happened, and basically, in a sense, I'll say it like this, threatened that if we don't turn it in, they would. Which then you get into a point of doing what's the right thing, so we had to. But I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it live for everybody to hear it. Our girls won 3-1
100%.
With no form of this issue that came in that was brought on the table, had nothing to do with the outcome of the game. And that's 100% fact.
I hate it for the girls.
I do too.
Because they battled. They did a great job. I hate it for everyone that was involved. But now we got to move forward. We got to buckle our chin straps, as they like to say, is that old football coach Brian. But what's the next steps? As now it seems like we're hiring some home run hires that y'all dropped last week.
Well, the biggest thing is they're right here tonight. They're going to be on the show. Is our new co-head softball coaches, Tyler and Casey Dial. One thing that when I do interviews, talk to people, I like to hear the word culture. I like to know how culture affects everything. And I get really excited as an AD when I don't bring it up, and that's the first thing they want to talk about.
No doubt.
This will be a cultural-driven program. I'm really excited about it. They're about to be put through the meat grinder. They're about to be put through it. There's nothing that can stop old-fashioned hard work.
No doubt.
And these girls are about to get an experience of what it's like to be in a true high-powered softball program that's going to be having expectation, but also great culture surrounding them. So I'm really excited about it. And I don't want to take too much because I know they're going to do a lot better job than me talking about this here.
Blair Harrison, he's here. He's made some hires to his addition to his football staff. We talked about what he did year one, and now you just got to build off of it. I know he's excited about that. What's your thoughts with Blair and the football program?
You know, we were able, so far, right now we have 6 new coaches on our staff. We're adding 2 coaches that are going to be in pivotal positions that have been ex-high school football coaches. Coach Chris Kirchie is going to be the head of our junior high. Very successful career at Marion County and Taylor County. I actually coached against him when I was at Pacelli.
Nice.
Base concept wing T guy like him. And I'm really excited about what he's going to bring to the table. He was the athletic director at Upson Lee. So that will be a crutch for Coach Jenny Sanders to lean on down at the junior high. So now we're being able to have extra people there. And it's really going to allow for us to separate now where we have a head football coach with experience as athletic director focused on the strength and development of our junior high boys, and Miss Jenny Sanders with her knowledge and her past being able to focus on female strength and conditioning. So now what we're doing is we're molding that foundation for the future. So I'm super, super excited about that. You know, one of yours, Will Wilden, you know, we brought him over, got him to the dark side from Columbus, you know. We tell people it's a lot better on this side of the river. First time I met him, I said, man, this guy's one of us. He's a Blair Harrison guy, played for him, humble, hardworking. I cannot wait to see what he does. We're reestablishing our 9th grade football program, and a guy with roots like Blair, and I think that's pivotal. You can hire a lot of coaches in places,
right?
But you got to be able to build coaches that know how to work together. There's such thing as good coaches in bad places and bad coaches in great places, but there's also good coaches that don't fit places. And I think Coach Harrison and the administration have done an amazing job to find people that match his style of football and what's expected from a management standpoint inside the field house, because it is a growing thing right now. It's growing like crazy.
Smith Station community, I knew about it a little bit, you know, being from this area, but for the last year, I really ingratiated myself within y'all's community. It's a tight-knit group. It's a big group. They really care about athletics, care about the well-being of the kids, the coaches that are involved, and it's like a ticking time bomb. They're just ready to explode, and I feel like everything's turning right now from administration, Adam Johnson, on down to you and all the coaches. Talk about how excited you are for this upcoming year, and we appreciate, again, for you allowing us to be a part of this run and showcasing all the great things happen at Smith Station.
I know when y'all did the game day show, I think it was Valley, and I told you, I said, our place is different.
It's the biggest, most watched game day we've ever done.
There we go. But also the amount of people there. I think we did the game day show. We probably had, 200-300 students already behind there, and that's 3 hours before kickoff,
right? Doing
push-ups, painting it up, all kinds. It's a different style. It gives you that small college atmosphere, and you mentioned the community. I think the community, I know they do. They want to be successful, but more than anything, I think they want their kids to work. And we can promise at Smith Station, the people we're bringing in, the programs we're checking on, we're not going to be outworked.
No.
Our strength and conditioning, everything about it, from there to the actual practice preparation, all sides, we're just keep adding more and more and more.
All right, Brian, before we get out of here, you got to eat one of those wings. Come on, man.
Oh, I'll eat
Try one right now. He said he's starving. Slim Chickens, it's a place. It's home for Smith Station Athletics. We'll be doing coach shows for here on out here. Brian Easton enjoying the wings, and we'll keep rolling here. Coming up next, we got more Smith Station Coach Show on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Costello, car wreck. Car wreck, Costello.
Listen up. This isn't some fast food nonsense. Our kitchen runs full tilt because shortcuts, not our thing. Those jar desserts, made by hand. Our Cayenne Ranch doesn't make itself. Our tenders are real tenderloin. Not like the other guys. Nope. We put the work in early. We brine. We buttermilk. We hand bread. Our cooked-to-order tenderloins rule the roost. It's real. Handmade.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet.
Truck Month is now at Glenn Smith in Opelika. We've got fresh new Silverado 1500s and 2500 HDs arriving daily. Plus, you'll get 0% financing on Silverado 1500s right now. Drive Chevy Equinox models from 3.9 financing. But wait, that's not all.
Enjoy no payments for 90 days.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Life's a cruise, that's the move.
And welcome back, everybody, here on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show at Slim Chickens. I'm here with Coach Jenny Sanders, female wrestling coach out there at Smith Station, as well as the assistant athletic director. How you doing today?
Doing fine. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. How you looking forward to everything right now with the Smith Station program?
I'm excited for the program.
Yeah.
Smith Station's coming back. We're going to make it great again. Yep.
Awesome. I love to see it. I know I've spent a lot of time out there at the gymnasium during wrestling season, getting to know you, getting to know Coach Sanders on the men's side as well. How you feeling as far as the girls program moving forward? I know you said you don't have many dropping off as far as the seniors.
We've only got 2 seniors leaving, and one of them was a starter. So the whole team is basically coming back, and I've got a lot of girls, younger girls, 7th and 8th grade, saying, I want to try out for wrestling.
Yeah.
So they're going to come out for wrestling. So the program's being built.
Good. That's one of those things where you make it a fun program. You get athletics, you get the people building into it. You start to get successful with the program as well, going to state, going to areas, having people place. So it's fun to get. It's a lot easier when you get the young kids wanting to play whenever they see, oh, my friends, my classmates are starting to move up as well.
We were 13-1 last year. So I have a better record than Coach Tommy Sanders for the boys. Put that in there.
Beating Tommy right now. That's what she's doing over there at Smith Station. So with the girls wrestling and everything, what are you looking forward to as far as bringing to the program, as far as being the assistant athletic director now, helping Coach Easton out?
Building a rapport with these student athletes. That's the main thing. Let them know we're there for them. We want you to be competitive, but we're there and build that rapport. Let them know we're there. We love them. We're there for them.
Oh, yeah. And we've seen it I've seen it just in the past year, being around the program, doing some of the coverage out there, as far as the growth that the athletic program has had as well. I mean, we even saw flag football.
Yes.
Where you guys during the playoffs against Alma Bryant had an entire student section and a band come out there in the end zone.
Yes, it was awesome.
Yeah, haven't seen the flag football program or anything like that as far as atmosphere goes in any other program around.
It was awesome.
Love to see what y'all are doing out there at Smith Station and all. And what do you look forward to as far as with the wrestling season coming up? I know most people just think winter, but we all know it's year round.
Oh, it's year round. We actually have a camp on June 11th. Val Solarios, who's an NCAA Iowa national champion.
Oh, wow.
She is coming to do a camp with the girls on June 11th. We have summer workouts.
Nice.
And in the weight room, getting stronger and bigger, faster.
That's always fun. You can get somebody like that, an All-American, to come in, kind of pumps the juices a little bit for the kids. They're like, oh, I get to learn under somebody.
It's open for anybody.
Awesome.
They can just sign up for it.
Make sure you come out there and get in the clinic. So go ahead and get with Coach Sanders and find out how to do so.
Yes.
That we can join in, learn under an All-American out there on the wrestling on the mat. So I'd love to get out there, but I'm 40. I'm 45. I might get folded up a little bit.
I get sore when I wrestle them.
I don't know if I could. I'd end up tearing something I didn't know I still had. So, and then you think about that with the program at all. During the fall, you've got football, you've got flag football as well. As far as how are y'all planning on, as far as being the assistant athletic director, splitting up some of the duties coming in? What is more or less your role, other than just being there for the kids, being there? Is it more of an administrative, or are you going to be?
Well, we've got a great faculty at Smith Station Junior High. We let them, they volunteer to work the gates and everything for us, and they work the gates. We also have students, like football game, we had a junior high night where the junior high kids got to come to the game.
Nice.
They wore their shirts and come, things like that, just to build that rapport. Let them know we want you to stay in Smith Station because it is a great community to be in.
Oh yeah, it is. It's awesome. I mean, the amount of backing that you have out there in the community. A lot of people. I know one of the main things at Smith Station is dealing with retention of athletes, trying to keep kids there because everybody sees. They think the grass is greener on the other side.
It's not always greener on the other side.
It's not. It's just great. It's greener where you water it.
Yeah.
And if you stay at Smith Station, it's going to stay watered.
Yes,
we know that. So with all that being said, I'd like to say I hope to see y'all winning the state title next year in girls wrestling.
Thank you.
Because I had fun out there being able to watch and being able to cover the wrestling program. So again, here at Slim Chickens on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live, this is Coach Jenny Sanders,
Thank you.
the Assistant Athletic Director and Head Girls Wrestling Coach. We'll be back in just a moment.
More trucks. Check them all out at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Truck Month means huge selection and savings on all GMC 1500s and 2500 HDs. Just look at the selection with great finance rates from 2.9%. Plus giant discounts on GMC Canyon Elevation, AT4s, and Denali's.
We've got your new ride ready to roll here at Glenn Smith.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
For your surprisingly great race, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Life's a cruise, that's the move.
Listen up. This isn't some fast food nonsense. Our kitchen runs full tilt because shortcuts, not our thing. Those jar desserts, made by hand. Our Cayenne Ranch doesn't make itself. Our tenders are real tenderloin. Not like the other guys. Nope. We put the work in early. We brine. We buttermilk. We hand bread. Our cooked to order tenderloins rule the roost. It's real. Handmade.
Welcome back, everyone, to Slim Chickens. And it's going to be the Slim Chicken Smith Station Game of the Week on Georgia Alabama Sports Live moving forward. And I say this every time, even though he laughs at me. It's my good friend Blair Harrison, the head football coach of the Smith Station Panthers, and his new addition, Will Weldon. Will, thank you so much for joining us. Coach, first things first, how's the offseason been? I know y'all kind of getting some practicing going on right now. How's it been so far for you heading into year number 2?
I think it's been great. I would say we're ahead of schedule. We're a lot stronger. We seem to be more athletic, and our football IQ is going up. So all the hard work we've been doing since October is starting to pay off a little bit, just in our the way we see things going on. But we are a long way to go. We still got a couple of months, and then when the pads come on, things change too. But right now we're happy and pleased where we are.
You got 7 new coaches. We'll talk about each one of them. One of them being right here, Will Weldon. But what was the mindset in making the changes heading into year number 2? I felt like you saw some things in year 1 that you wanted to improve on heading into year 2.
I think that it's really key to get good people around you and guys that believe in your vision and, treat people the same way and can work well together. So, everywhere I've been, my guys have stayed with me. We've stuck together, and it's just a matter of getting those guys around us. It's a process. Big programs like this need more people.
No doubt.
We've been really lucky to we have just hit some home runs, and the best thing about it is we got good coaches, but they're good people. They believe in what we're trying to do at Smith Station, and it's really a lot of fun to be a part of.
Blair Harrison, year number 2 with the Smith Station Panthers. Did a great job in year 1. Let's first start with the guy I got to my left. Kind of introduce him to the Smith Station community and what he'll be doing with you, man.
This is Coach Will Weldon. Played for me for 4 years at Brookstone. Captain, leader, heck of a player. Former head coach in Muskogee County. We're lucky to, I've been trying to get him with me for years.
Yep.
He's been coaching for years, and I've been trying to get him everywhere I've been. And finally, it was a good time for him and a good time for us. And he's going to be a critical part of rebuilding Smith Station back to the glory days that everybody talks about and the toughness. But running our freshman team, running it the way I want it ran, knowing that locker room is going to be handled like I'm going to handle my locker room, is just I can just kind of hand it off to him and then know that we're going to be getting positive, good football players for years to come out of his program.
We're going to talk about the development part right there and how important it is for your JV and freshmen to all be aligned with the varsity. We'll talk about that importance here in just a second, but I do want to go to you, Will. What does it feel like now to be with the guy that was very instrumental in your playing career and then ultimately now your coaching career too, man?
Well, I couldn't be happier. It definitely is it's a full circle moment, but I couldn't be happier to be part of a program like this. I knew this is something that I wanted to be a part of, and it is. It's special for me to be able to coach with Coach Harrison because of how instrumental he was in my playing and in my coaching career, and I am excited to, like he said, help run the team and help get it to where we know it can be. So those kids know exactly what to expect when they leave the freshman team and they move up, and it just everything becomes more successful built from the ground.
A smooth transition, but why did you feel like right now was the time to come finally join him? He made mention he's probably tried to get you everywhere he's been, but why was right now the right time to join him here at Smith Station?
I just can't really answer that. It felt right. I prayed about it. I talked to my wife about it, and it just seemed like the best thing to do. This is by far the biggest program I've ever been a part of, and I have enjoyed every second of it already. From the people that I'm with, all the other coaches, to the administration, to the amazing resources that we have at Smith Station. It's an awesome place to be.
Talk about Smith Station, because I keep talking with Brian. It's a different community. Blair and me have talked about all football season. Just different. They don't really care about wins and losses. They want to support these athletes. What have you seen so far in your short time you've been here?
It's that people just love it. People from the players to the coaches, everybody you run into is 100% bought into what they're trying to build at Smith Station. And I came to a couple games last year when we had an off week, and it was just an unbelievable atmosphere. People's seats were packed all the way to the end of the game.
Right.
People cheering, didn't matter what score, record, none of that. So it's just a great atmosphere.
Blair, it starts from the foundation. You got to build it from the ground up. How important is it to have Will? And then talk about your new JV coach, and then we'll get into the rest of them. But the development part, having the guys start at 7th and 8th grade. So when they get to be sophomores, juniors, they understand what you're asking them. It's not like you're starting over like you did last year.
I think we've had good coaches in the junior high, but now we're hiring Coach Kirksey, a former Georgia coach, retired, big time hire. He's a hard weight room guy. He's a technician. So having him on board, aligned with everything that we're doing, is just vital to this program and to successful programs. And I've said many times, I'll speak about this someday because people are going to ask us, how'd you do it? And we did it because we got the junior high on the same page, and we developed a freshman program, and just bringing everybody through the right way. Last year, our freshmen didn't hardly get any reps. Well, they're going to get 2 hours of reps every day. So, we've got to get better, So that's important to me, doing it the right way, and Smith Station has done everything that they can in their power to help us do it the right way.
All right, Coach, put your glasses on. Let's start name dropping those assistant coaches. You made mention of Coach Kirksey, who's a legend, and I know it's going to be a really good right-hand man for you. And then Will Weldon. Who else you got joining your staff?
I got Coach Irwin. He comes to us from Colorado. Just family moved here and coached football there. He's a retired military guy. He's been there every day.
Nice.
Just a great asset. We got Coach Cruz coming to us from Lincoln. He's been at Oxford. He's been at Pell City with Probst. A great guy. I've just been real fortunate to be with him and meet him and get him on board. Coach Robertson, who's played at Smith Station, has been a great asset to us.
Right.
DB guy. Coach Carden, who played at Smith Station, was the recruiting coordinator at Point University.
Oh, wow.
Turned down the defensive coordinator job to come work with us. A great guy. And Coach Ward, who kicked for the Miami Dolphins, going to be working with our kickers. So we had a lot of problems, last year that we need to fix, and we've attacked them. And with the kicking game, with our depth, with our coaches, with our across the board guys doing everything the right way. So I always self I guess scout, right. And this time it was more about what we needed to do to get to the playing field than what we were doing on the playing field. So we've fixed some things. Looking forward to seeing how that plays out. But I can't say enough about Smith Station and the administration getting behind us. Hiring people. Every time an opening comes up, we have an opportunity to try to find the right fit for our community, and we've done a heck of a job. Gotten lucky.
Right.
Just flat out gotten lucky on some guys. But having an athletic director like Coach Easton behind us, him and I have sparred, for years, and he knows what it takes to be successful.
No doubt.
So having him behind us is special too. Right. But then you go to Coach Johnson, who's a principal, and then his assistant principals that have been coaches. Everybody's like pulling the same rope, and it's obvious. So that's going to be that's what I'm going to talk about in years, a few years down the road, about how we did this, but how it takes a whole group of people to pull it off. It's not just me. It's not just 2 or 3 guys. It's a whole community.
I'm loving the new confident Blair Harrison, speaking things into existence. I've been trying to tell him that for years because I believe in what he's doing and what Brian Easton's doing, and I'm excited about it. And also, it helps that you got a multi-million-dollar new practice facility you get to play in. And how excited are you this summer? What is the next steps for your football programs as you head into summer workouts into next year?
Well, the facility allows us to do a couple of things. One, it keeps us off the wet ground early in the morning, so that's going to be good for our running program and things like that. But we're going to have several days throughout the summer where we're going to have every kid in our program on our campus because we have the facility to support it. So all of our junior high kids are going to lift in our weight room. They're going to be in our indoor facility. They're going to be on our grass. We're all going to be there together. We're all going to see what we're trying to do. And I think that's important for kids to see it, other coaches to see it at other levels. In the past they've just been down at the junior high and I think we might stop by 1 or 2 times, but now it's going to be truly a family from the bottom up, and everybody's going to know what they're trying to do. And
awesome.
I know, offensively we're not as sexy as some of these people, but we're going to sell it to our community. They're going to buy in, and they're going to be like, they're going to get behind it because it's going to win us some ball games. So I'm excited about that.
Hey, one of my favorite calls is what I said with Mike Frost. I said, "You hear that coming down the tunnel? It's the Blair Harrison era here at Smith Station, baby, and it's here for many more years to come. It's the Smith Station Coach Show live from Slim Chickens. We'll take a break. We got more here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
welcome back everybody here to Slim Chickens. It's the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show. I'm here with Coach Copeland.
Hi.
Cheerleading coach at Smith Station High School. How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. We're going to talk about the program and everything. First of all, Nationals.
Yes.
Cheerleading. So looking forward to going back again this year, hopefully.
We
But
got
how'd
a
it go
little
last year?
taste of it last year. We made it, got a bid to Nationals for the first time in program history. And we got a bid in our game day routine. So hopefully this year we can get a bid in game day and traditional.
That'd be fun right there. And one thing about being in all that is it's not cheap to do all that.
It's not cheap. Cheer is definitely a pricey sport. The Nationals are in Disney World in Orlando in February, so we're always looking for fundraising opportunities to be able to help our parents kind of offset some of those funds.
Oh yeah, and I don't care what anybody says. To be a cheerleader, you have to be one of the most extreme athletes out there.
Yes.
Like I played football my whole life, baseball, but there's no way I'm doing a flip.
Yes.
Or other stuff. So
we definitely, our girls work very hard.
Yes, and it's not.
We've cracked bones. We've ripped shoulders. It's definitely not for the weak.
Nah, it's not. Especially when you're coming from 12 feet up
Absolutely.
at times, and especially I couldn't do that. I'd be more afraid of that. I don't even like getting on a ladder. So, but
yes, our girls they put in the work. It's very rewarding when they get to see how far they've come.
Oh yeah, and then you got a couple of camps coming up as well. You've got Little Paws.
We have Little Paws, which is a camp that we do June 16th through the 18th for upcoming 1st through 6th graders.
Nice.
$85. They get a T-shirt. They come. We teach them some cheers, little dance, and then normally they come and perform with us on one of the varsity games.
Awesome.
And then actually next week we're going to be headed to Auburn University to UCA cheer camp there, where we'll credential to be able to compete.
Nice, that's fun right there. And you think about it, go with the Little Paws. If you got youngins that want to come out and cheerlead, might as well learn from some people that compete for national titles.
Definitely.
Over there with the Panthers. So as far as that, looking forward to next year. You said you're not losing too many cheerleaders?
We're not losing too many. We only have 2 seniors this upcoming year. And already we feel very strong about our program. We're leap years and bounds further than we have been before.
Nice.
So we know that we have a talented group.
Oh,
so, looking forward to the future.
That's one of those things, too. You start to build the program, then you start to kind of see the retention.
Absolutely.
You see the young ones come up because they have something to look forward to.
Yes.
They look up to the older ones that are up there. They're like, all right, we got to keep that same standard. Especially, it's all about the consistency and to see it out there, especially with, like I said, I've always admired the athleticism that comes with cheerleading because it's something I could never do. And many of us couldn't.
Absolutely. Well, I have a pretty cool thing. So I started coaching, I was a junior high coach.
Okay.
And my very first girls that I had in junior high are now seniors.
Oh, wow.
So I've come full circle with them, so it's kind of bittersweet to be able to experience this last year of cheer with them.
So you probably stocked up on tissue for this next season.
Absolutely, and they love to remind me that they're seniors now. Every time. I get a little wet in my eye.
So we'll get to see you sometimes with the nationals, with the tournaments, with the camps. If you see Coach Copeland out there with the cheerleaders, you're going to see one of two things, either a big smile on her face or maybe wiping the tears from her eyes as well, watching her seniors that she's coached for 6, 7 years.
Yes.
Yeah, coming on up. So if you want to come out, take advantage of that Little Paws camp.
Yes, please.
Come out there, $85. You get the shirt, you get to compete, you get to actually go on the field, like you said, and be with the cheerleaders during the varsity football game. More fun for you young ones to come out there and do that as well. And let's start looking for some fundraising opportunities.
Absolutely.
Help some of these girls make it to nationals, go down to Disney, because it's an experience that not a whole lot of kids get to do. So to be able to do that, have those memories for a lifetime, and Coach Copeland being one of the ones that provided for them, where they were the cheerleading at Smith Station. So as far as that goes, hopefully y'all get a title this year.
I hope so.
Went to the nationals, going to win one next year. So we have a couple of titles coming to Smith Station this next year. So, all right, well, this is Mike Frost, Coach Copeland again. Nice to have you on here. And we'll be back for some more here on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show at Slim Chickens here in Phoenix City.
Listen up. This isn't some fast food nonsense. Our kitchen runs full tilt because shortcuts, not our thing. Those jar desserts, made by hand. Our Cayenne Ranch doesn't make itself. Our tenders are real tenderloin. Not like the other guys. Nope. We put the work in early. We brine. We buttermilk. We hand bread. Our cooked-to-order tenderloins rule the roost. It's real. Handmade.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet.
Truck Month is now at Glenn Smith in Opelika. We've got fresh new Silverado 1500s and 2500 HDs arriving daily. Plus, you'll get 0% financing on Silverado 1500s right now. Drive Chevy Equinox models from 3.9 financing. But wait, that's not all.
Enjoy no payments for 90 days.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. You see it and answer the thirst, but never thirsty. Sprite, the clear favorite.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. Costello, car wreck. Car wreck, Costello.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Smith Station Coach Show live from Slim Chickens. Mike Frost, and to my left, the big news. It dropped last week. It's the new co-head softball coaches of the Smith Station Panthers. We got Casey Dowell and Tyler Dowell. Thank y'all so much for joining us.
Yeah,
Thank you for having us.
All right, first things first, start with you, Casey. You're an All-American at Columbus State, played at Northside. How long you been coaching? What were you doing before this? And then talk about why you decided to take this opportunity.
Okay, first, thank you for having us.
Yep.
We are honored to be here. I coached for a few years at Northside. I can't even remember, it feels like so long ago, but before I taught for 10 years at Northside and coached softball there. And then I got out of coaching when I started having kids, and now I'm teaching at Central, but coming over to Smith Station. So getting back into coaching and coming on over. So
excited.
Yeah, we're excited.
Then we got Tyler Dowell over here, another All-American at Gulf Coast State.
Yeah.
Also played for the Padres. How's it feel to be back here at Smith Station? You played at Russell County.
I did.
Coming to Smith Station now, being a co-head coach with your wife out here with this program.
It's been an interesting ride the past 2 or 3 weeks, I should say. But it's been fun. I look at this as a blessing for us, man. It's just something that kind of fell into our lap, and Coach Eason and all the APs over there, Ms. Jackson and Mr. Johnson, have just been nothing but just supportive for us. And man, it's been awesome, and just getting the opportunity to be able to come over to Smith Station and just be able to try to, change the culture over there a little bit and just kind of get back into it. Man, it's gonna be cool. So,
Casey, I'll start with you first, and then Tyler, I want you to answer the same question. why you want to do the co-head coaches. Why did y'all want to do this endeavor together? Because I know many people would ask that, and I think it's really unique and cool. But again, unique. We don't see this often.
Right.
Why'd y'all decide to do this?
I think that, Tyler and I, we've been together since we were 14. So we started dating in 9th grade, and I feel like, God has really led us through a journey over the past 3 years to just really work on our communication as a married couple. And we're just thankful for the platform to coach girls and to be role models for them, but also to let them see like what a husband and wife could do, whenever they get married one day. And just super thankful for the platform and the ability to kind of not just coach softball, but just, be, I guess, mentors in what they could do later on in life. So.
Yeah, and just, a lot of people just don't even, you talk to a few people, go, man, how are you going to work with your wife? You know what I mean? Like, I don't like being around my wife. And I just look at it and goes, hey, I enjoy being around my wife. We just have grown so much in the communication process that we've done. And I think it's just going to be a good stepping stone for us to be able to say, hey, go outside of your comfort zone a little bit, breathe, go out there and just see what the world kind of has in store for you. And I think this is a good opportunity for us to be able to kind of do that and, show what we've been learning ourselves through marriage and, those types of stuff too. So, yeah.
And it's one of those things as well. You're coming in, taking over a program that has a lot of talent at the youth level. 7th graders, 8th graders that were competing at the varsity level. Even had a 7th grader in Avery Culberson able to beat Auburn in that playoff matchup. And then you talk about developing not just the athletes, but the young girls and the women as well. So how does it feel coming into a program where you have a good base as far as the youth and coming up, as well as the returning players that are at the juniors and sophomores?
So we had the opportunity last week to be able to meet the girls and kind of just told them our expectations and the things that, because we knew what they did, and we hated what happened, but we kind of went in there and told them, hey, let's use this as fuel. And there's a lot of young talent coming through there, and just getting them on a routine and just the things that we have in store for them. Say, hey, we may work you harder than you've ever been worked before. You know what I mean? But we both obviously have been successful in the games that we played. So we say, hey, just trying to change their mindset, because I think over the past few years they don't really know what the winning mentality looks like. And so it's like, hey, let's go in here and change this culture. And I tell them, hey, we got to change our mindset first before we see anything. You got to be able to see it before it actually happens. So that's kind of where we had that good opportunity last week to be able to do it.
We're so excited about the talent that's there, but the talent that's to come. I think that it has been so cool to see like the girls that are there that Smith Station already has. And so it's just really cool to see kids that are coming out and like wanting to be a part of the program and wanting to be a part of what we're going to do. And so we're really excited to work with them.
Casey, he was made mention of it a little bit, but what does a Dial-led program look like moving forward?
I think, us leading this program is going to look like a lot of really hard work, lifting and practicing and just really challenging them, making them uncomfortable. We've learned that, again, over the past few years, that you really grow when you're uncomfortable. And so you kind of have to allow yourself to be in that situation. And that's when growth happens. So we're hoping when we plant some seeds, they'll be watered, and we just get them willing to work.
And that's one of the things as well. Both of y'all have been successful at the next level, whether it's in college, being All-Americans in college, playing pro ball, moving on as well. So you got a lot of the things that a lot of these incoming kids, like we talk about with Smith Station, retention's a big part of that. Keeping players here that should be here and building this program. So you got things that parents can look forward to, as far as you've got 2 coaches now, not just 1, but 2 that know how to get these kids to the next level, know how to get these colleges looking at them. So what do you look forward to as far as what's going to be a big part of that as well, other than just the training and development, which is a big part of it, but one of the things parents have as well is to look forward to the college aspect.
I told the girls when we met the parents last week and whoever in our community night, I told them, college is kind of when you kind of go and it's a job. Like, they're paying you to be there. But high school, like, we want to build a family unit. We want to build a group of girls that are wanting to work together and stick together and fight for each other. That's how you win state championships. Like, you're a family and you're not competing against one another.
Well, we talked about legacy.
Yeah,
that was the biggest thing is, starting a legacy now. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we haven't set a foundation what it is, but like, we can set a foundation now to what a legacy could come. Not like, man, Smith Station could have been good at this. So we're trying to say, hey, let's start it now to where the legacy starts, where we are going to be good. You know what I mean? So that's kind of just changing the mindset, changing the culture, and just got to get in there and digging in the trenches, with them. So
develop and win That's a big thing, Brian Eason.
Right.
But I want to ask both of y'all. Y'all both were developed, and y'all have been successful at the next level. Who
Yeah.
are some of y'all's mentors? Whether it be when you were playing or coaching. We'll start with you, Casey, first, and then we'll go to Tyler. Who's been some of the mentors with you along the way?
Definitely my high school coach, Shara Riles. She's still at Northside. You know, I went in as a 9th grader, and I was like, I play second base, and my mom told her, and she plays anywhere you want her. And Shara asked me, do I catch? And I was like, wanting to say no, and my mom's like, yes, she does. She will. So Shara has been a part of my life since then, but also Brad Huskisson at Columbus State, my college coach. You know, I still call him. Literally, we were talking about rundowns the other night. It was like 9:30, and I called him. I'm like, Coach H. I'm like, what would you do here? And so the two of them have been massive mentors in the game of softball for me and life too.
Awesome.
Yeah, Tony Rasmus really just kind of put a mentality into me of a winning aspect, you know, pushing you over the edge, you know, a little bit, you know, farther than what your mind can kind of do, and just how to win, the mentality of winning and what that's supposed to look like, and, you know, reaching a goal that you got set in your mind and going to get it, you know what I mean? And, you know, I had a mentor now, you know, Sean McClain. That guy, he don't even really know it, but like he's had a very good spiritual mentorship on me, and, you know, changing the way, you know, things I may coach-wise, the things I tell people, you know, how I coach, you know, how I direct, things like that. But he's been such a great mentor for me, and so just trying to blend those two together to kind of help make a good combination, really, you know, the best that you can. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
You speak about that as well, coming up with your people that you look back at, look at as big heroes and big people that had influence on you. Coming into the Smith Station community, it's a real big community as far as they've had past championships, past winners, a lot of people that other kids grew up looking at as well. What do you look forward to as far as with the athletic program? You've got Eason out here now that you're working with Brian Eason, the athletic director. You've got guys like Adam Johnson, all guys that know how to win and know how to bring programs in, and then also bring in a winning couple to take over the softball program. How's it feel being at Smith Station now, under Eason, under Coach Johnson?
Well, like I said, I graduated from Russell County, and you know, Smith Station was always the rival. You know what I mean? And so you never say, hey, well, I'll never, you know, get to the black and, you know, the white or black and gray. You know what I mean? But I tell you what, I've always been open-minded, you know, with open heart now. And Coach Eason and Mr. Johnson and Ms. Jackson, man, they have done nothing but just do whatever they can to say, hey, we want a different climate, a different culture. And I believe them, you know what I mean? And so when I sat in there and talked to them, it's like, I just felt it and said, hey, man, they want to change something different over there. And it's something that, you know, we prayed about and said, you know, this is something that we need to be a part of, because, you know, let's hop on this train that they're doing and let's do this thing. So they've been a blessing and just, you know, giving us the opportunity to be able to do this. So it's been a good ride.
Yeah, I do feel like we totally honor Coach Eason and the admin at Smith, because they really have a mindset on making not just winners out of Smith Station athletics, but like just a whole new feel to it. And I totally honor that and respect that. And so we're just really excited to come alongside them and do it.
Thank y'all so much for being here.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the
Thank
opportunity.
you. Appreciate it.
New power couple for softball around the area. So
Yeah.
go ahead, coaches, Smith
Thank
Station,
you.
Tyler and Casey Dow. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That puts a wrap here from Slim Chicken, Smith Station Coaches Show, episode 1, and many more to go. Thank again to Brian Eason, Adam Johnson, the entire Smith Station family, as he could not wait. He's been holding off on fried food for weeks. It's Mike Frost signing off here, Georgia Alabama Sports Live.